Dracula had been away on business. And by business, I mean roaming Washington, D.C., hunting for a bride and finalizing plans for his annual Monster Gala. You know, normal errands. That's when he found me. Mia Z. Edwards, a mortal woman who simply wanted to be admired, adored, and maybe lightly worshipped. Dracula took one look, said, "Perfect," and sank his fangs into my neck. And just like that, we became one. Now that he's back in Transylvania, he's hosting a little catch-up gathering to remind his monster friends about the upcoming gala, reconnect, and, of course, show off his new bride. After the reunion, we'll be heading back to Washington, D.C. to host the main events. Dracula's secretary sent out the invitations using the Microsoft Batwings email system, the only platform with built-in coffin mode. The guest list included his closest monster friends, each with an honorary Transylvanian title: Sir Werewolf, Duke Skeleton, Lord Frankenstein, Baronet Hunchback, Knight Mummy, Earl Phantom, and Viscount Invisible Man. They all RSVP'd yes. The event was set for Halloween night at Devil's Lair, located at 666 Hell's Way, a very exclusive address. As the monsters arrived at the posh restaurant, Dracula greeted each of them with hugs, kisses, and a dramatic flourish, proudly introducing me as Countess Mia. He held my hand the entire night and kept kissing my neck. He loves me. The blood martinis and eyeball appetizers flowed freely as everyone mingled and shared life updates. Sir Werewolf passed out cigars to celebrate the birth of his 10 baby werewolves. Frankenstein complained that his mother-in-law had overstayed her visit. Again. Hunchback admitted to becoming addicted to opium painkillers following back surgery. Mummy bragged about his new invention. Phantom announced he'd been offered a role in the next Mission Impossible film. And the Invisible Man casually mentioned he was getting a divorce. By the time dinner arrived, half the guests at the table was absolutely drunk. Sir Werewolf drank too many poison cognac drinks and suddenly howled, "Ah-oh." Knight Mummy had one too many blood martinis and started unraveling himself like a roll of toilet paper. Lord Frankenstein face fell into his worm spaghetti and stayed there. Hunchback mumbled something about needing to smoke cannabis for his back pain, and the Invisible Man kept flickering in and out like a broken light bulb. Dracula watched them with a proud, fatherly grin and ordered several rounds of strong coffee before someone accidentally set the curtains on fire. The feast was extravagant. Dracula never skimps on hospitality. Cocktails, blood martini, poison cognac, vodka slime whiskey, gin plasma, and champagne tears. Appetizers, bloody fingers, eyeball deviled eggs, and bone breadsticks with blood sauce. Entrees, butter-basted live chicken skewers, tamarind brain beef, salt-crusted tilapia fish eyes, and worm spaghetti. Desserts, chocolate hazelnut bats, blueberry rat cheesecake, and strawberry rattlesnake crumb cake. As the evening wound down, Dracula rose to give a heartfelt toast. "My dear friends, your companionship is more precious to me than the finest wine. Let us gather again at the Monster Gala. And please, bid generously at the fundraising auction. Your support keeps the Metropolitan Monster Museum of Art, Monster Costume Institute alive, or at least undead. I look forward to seeing you all in Washington, D.C. You've been listening to Mia Z. Edwards' Stories. New stories arrive daily, except on Saturdays and Sundays, my rest days. Until then, stay inspired, stay creative, and let your imagination run wild.